due to the fact that I had to cut my beard off and I honestly don't feel like I have a right to be incredibly snarky without it. I am going to be uploading several videos that are actually pretty old. Hopefully, by the time that I am done uploading those old videos or that the stock footage I recorded, my beard will return to probably about 1/4 of the glory that it was. However, if you people, just cannot absolutely stand or just cannot wait for my beard to return and you really want me to get on Lacy Green and the Young Turks and their bullshit, then I will bite the bullet and I will do the video response without my fucking beard. But that's up to you guys. That's up to you. So in the meantime, the next couple of videos are going to be old videos I meant to upload, and will also be videos with my voice over it, because there's a couple of videos I'm going to do where I talk about men and women in particular, and I hope you guys enjoy those videos. So of course, next couple of videos are going to be old, so I'm going to look a little different. And that being said, I hope you guys enjoy. So the other day, I watched a video on some guy's channel. The guy's name is not some guy, it's just I don't remember the username. But the video was Terry Crews defending fathers, right? Of course, link in the description box below. You guys can watch the video. But as I watched the video, I realized two things. One, I realized the arrogance that some single parents have, more specifically single mothers have. And two, I realized that a lot of people, more specifically ladies, don't understand the importance of a father. Or at least, not a lot of them from what I have seen or talked to. Now, of course, I speak in generalities, but I mean, what I say does not encapsulate all of reality. It's just easier to speak in generalities. Let me put that disclaimer there. So, as I watched the video, and Terry Crews was defending fathers, and these women, well, 2 out of 3 of the women with Terry Crews, it just wasn't clicking. And I think one of them was Whoopi Goldberg. It wasn't clicking with Whoopi, and it wasn't clicking with some white woman with glasses. You can go check that shit out. So that's the focus of today's video. Today's video, I'm going to explain the importance that fathers, that parents have in the development of their children's lives in relation to the male-female dynamic and in relation to masculinity specifically. That's the focus of today's video. So let me start off by saying that part of this video also comes from a conversation I had with a friend of mine 2 years ago, right? I think it was about 2 years ago. Yeah, I'd say about 1.5 years, to be a little more accurate. But we were talking, and he was a boy, who's a man now, who grew up without his father, because his father had died, and before his father died, his parents got a divorce. So he grew up without his father for a while, for a very long time. And I see lots of very feminine traits in him. The same that I see in some of my other friends who grew up without never even meeting their fathers. I see lots of femininity inside of them, right? And he told me that his mom is both mommy and daddy. And this is why the conversation rings in my head, because I replied to him very bluntly. I said, mama can't be daddy. She can't, mothers cannot teach their sons what it means to be a man. And the answer is pretty simple. Why? Because they're not fucking men. It's not rocket science. But a single mother cannot teach her son what it means to be a man. Because she's never been a man. She's never been a boy. She's never had those experiences. She doesn't know what masculinity really is. And this is truth and evident in the fact that most women really don't. Again, we go on Lacy Green and her bullshit on toxic masculinity. Most women don't have a positive view on masculinity. Or at least the feminists don't, because they're damn stupid. But mama can't be daddy. And that's why this conversation rings true to me, because it wholly encapsulates part of the message in this video. Half of it at least. So, with that being said, let's dig a little deeper. So what does the father do in the home? What is his role? Well, the father, or the parents really, teaches their children, not always consciously, more so subconsciously, not only what it means to either be a man or be a woman, but the parents also teach their children how to relate to the opposite sex. What does this mean? Okay. The father teaches his daughter the qualities in a man that she will seek out, or that she's going to attempt to seek out. That's what the father teaches the daughter. Whether he's there or not, whether he's neglectful or not, he teaches the daughter what qualities in a man she's going to seek out. Right? The father also teaches the daughter how she should be treated by men. Right? This is both positive and negative. It works both ways. So, say you have a father who tells his daughter that she fucks up everything and that she ruins everything and that she sucks. Well, guess what he's just taught her? He's just taught her that she fucks everything up. He's given her this self-fulfilling prophecy that she messes everything that she touches up, and that all her relationships with men are characterized by that dynamic that I ruin everything. That's what the father taught her in that example. He's taught her how she's going to relate with men. And it can be positive. Because in the relationship, the father, if he treats his wife or the girlfriend well, he's teaching the daughter that the qualities in men that she must seek are positive qualities. Someone loving, someone strong, someone trusting, who sticks it out. That's what she gets taught by the father. What does the son learn from the father? The son obviously learns how to be a man. The son learns what qualities of masculinity are in his father, or he learns what not to be as a father. And this works both ways, whether the father's in the home or not in the home. Right? So the father's there and the son sees him and interacts with him every day. He's gaining the knowledge subconsciously on how it is to be a man. Again, same thing with the mother. The mother teaches the daughter what it means to be a woman. The mother teaches the son the qualities in women he will seek out, or the qualities he does not like, what he doesn't want to be in. Because subconsciously, when you see the mother, and almost every woman a son or a boy is going to see, is going to have some facet of his mother's personality in them. And I can tell you this from personal experience with my ex-girlfriend. My ex-girlfriend and my mom are two very similar people. And when I look back at it in hindsight, I can see their similarities. Like, even down to their names. Their names are literally, like, very similar to each other. And I guess at the time, I wasn't even thinking about that. But, one thing, the qualities that are very similar is, one, they're both very intelligent people. Like, my mom's very smart. My ex-girlfriend is probably smarter than I am. But at the same time, they're very emotional and they get really, really angry. And the worst part about them getting really, really angry about simple mundane shit is not even that it's about mundane shit. It's that they've been holding in so much that it just all explodes on one person. And who does that one person happen to be? This motherfucker. Right? So, the qualities that were in my mom, and there's more, it's just I don't want to talk about that extensively in this video. But the qualities that I see in my mom were also in my ex-girlfriend. The qualities that are in an absentee father, this is part of the reason why the black community sucks. Because you have a lot of dads who aren't in the home, or a lot of dads that left. And you get a cycle of teenage pregnancy. Because the father, or the grandfather, got the grandmother knocked up at, 16, he leaves. So now the daughter in that situation, if she has a daughter, does not learn what she should seek out in a man. But ironically, she still finds a man who's like her father, a man that's not going to commit. So what she does learn is that men don't commit. So when the man has sex with the mother, guess what? He leaves, and the cycle goes on and on and on and on until one man or one guy finally says, I'm going to stay and raise my child. This is a huge problem in the black community. We see this, absentee fathers teaching the daughter a male-female relationship, right? We can go deeper. There's a reason why gangs are so fucking popular in the black community. It's not necessarily that these guys just want to be really fucking cool, even though I'm sure that's an element to it all. But really what these guys are seeking out is a family. What these young black men seek out when they don't have fathers is someone to teach them what it means to be a man. A boy will always seek out a role model to be a man. And again, I can tell you from personal experience. Because my parents got divorced when I was... fuck all. I know my dad, he got kicked out when I was like, I'm thinking 10 going to 11, I'm thinking. But they were officially divorced when I was in the 6th grade, so I was like 11. But he's been gone for, what, almost 10 years now? But, I can tell you from personal experience that having a dad in the house and having him not are two different things. They're not the same. You know, having my dad and interacting with him every day is ultimately different from seeing him every 2 weeks on a weekend to go watch a movie. Two different fucking things. Two completely different things. They're not even remotely close to being similar. Right? And during a great deal of time, when my dad was not talking to me as often as he does, I did seek out role models. I did seek out men or other boys to cling to teach me what it meant to be a man. Because like I said, I only talked to my dad every so often. I only saw him every now and again. But the boys that I saw every day at my school, the older guys I saw every day, were teaching me what it meant to be a man. Or at least that's what I was seeking out. I was seeking out a role model. That's why gangs are so alluring to these young men. Because they're seeking out brothers. They're seeking out family. They're seeking out a patriarch. Right? So, let's keep going. Let's switch back to the daughter. What does the absentee father has a profound impact on a young woman. Because what she's going to do is she's going to seek out attention from other men. Right? Now, the feminists can complain all they fucking want. I don't give a damn. I've seen this time and time and time and time and time again. Women who don't have strong fathers in their lives or get neglected by their fathers, they crave male attention. They crave it. It is a drug to them. These women are not, these are the women who seek out the catcalls. These are the women who get on Instagram and just post pictures of their ass because that's the only contribution they have to society. These are the women who will surround themselves by a gauntlet of men, who will date around with men, who will sleep around with all of these different men because they crave the male attention they didn't get from their dad. Again, I've had several female friends of mine who would only have like about 1 or 2 female friends. They would become not masculine, but somewhere in between that spectrum. They wouldn't become masculine people, but because they hung around guys so much, they picked up on some shit that men do. So while they were still feminine in attractiveness and feminine in style, their interests were more like in the comic books and the anime and the video games and stuff of that nature. Right? So they didn't have the interest in the shopping and the vapid shit that girls have. But they were still feminine in that they're emotional and they cling to people and they crave male attention in that nature. That's what I'm saying. Now, of course, this isn't everybody. Again, let me just say that right now. But it does happen. Now, the son with an absentee father, what he's going to crave is admiration from a man. Again, this goes back to the whole gang thing I was just talking about. the son is going to crave admiration. He's going to crave praise from other men. This is why men with absentee fathers are so fucking sensitive whenever they get criticized, because they've never been criticized by another man. Or this is why they do a whole bunch of crazy fucking shit with a group of their boys, or why they get into drugs to look cool. This is where the looking cool comes from, because they're craving the admiration from an older male that they're not getting from their fathers. Right? This is the importance that a dad has in the family unit. And feminists and a lot of single parent women want to act like they don't, but they do. I'm telling you they do, because I grew up with and without a dad in my house. So I know. I've seen the effects. And I've seen people who have had strong fathers, how different they are from the people who haven't. I've seen this shit. I don't need a fucking forensic scientist. I don't need a study. I need a psychologist. I see this shit. I'm a fucking human being. I don't need this stuff. I see it in nature. So, those are some of the negative ramifications of not having a dad in your life, right? Because like I said, the mother cannot teach, and especially one huge issue that happens with a lot of single mothers is that they'll have like a gauntlet of men that they're just searching around. They'll just keep bringing men into the house. And so now, when it comes to the mother and the daughter, what she's teaching these daughters is that they cannot bond with men long term. They have to go with the flow. They have to keep moving because they saw their mother do the same shit. No, one man comes in, goes out. Another, just, it's a fucking cycle. And so what she sees with her mother, she says, "Oh, that's what I'm supposed to get from men. I'm just supposed to date around or sleep around and just, I can't commit long term because my mother never committed long term." You see the connection there. And so what I have just described is one of the biggest arguments I hear a lot of people have about gay marriage. Because in relation to the male-female dynamic, if you have, for instance, two gay men who are very effeminate or very feminine, and they have a son who's not gay, who's straight and likes women, well, he's crippled because he does not have the mother to show him what qualities he should look for or not look for, and he doesn't have the father to teach him what it means to be a man. Because guess what happens when you have two very feminine gay men teach a son how to be a man? He's going to grow up to be very effeminate, and women don't like effeminate men. They're not, and of course there's some women that do. I mean, they're kind of weird to me, but there's some women that do, like very shy and effeminate men who don't have much of a backbone. But that's what's going to happen. He's not going to learn the qualities that women truly seek out, because the gay men, they're not going to know what women like. They're gay. They might get the bastardized version that women like poetry and songs and they like talking about their feelings. They might get that because they've hung out with women, but they're not going to learn the true qualities that women seek out. They're not going to be able to instill that in the son. Same thing with the daughter. She's not going to learn the male-female relationship if she's not gay from her parents. Now, of course, do not misinterpret my words. I'm not saying that two gay people can't raise a child. I'm not saying that. I mean, it's definitely better than the foster care system. The foster care system sucks. I'm not saying that two gay people can't raise a child. But what I am saying is that in relation to the male-female dynamic, they're going to cripple the child because they're not going to learn that from the household. They're going to have to go seek that out, unfortunately, from mass media, or they're going to have to seek that out from somewhere else. Because even with two lesbians, they can't teach the son what it means to be a man because they're not men. They may be able to teach the son what qualities he should look out for in women if they're two effeminate women, but he's not going to learn what it means to be a man from his two female parents. So, again, do not misinterpret me. I'm not saying that two gay parents cannot provide a home and raise their kids and get them to college and do good things. I'm not saying that. They can. You heard me. They can do that. But what I am saying is, in relation to the male-female dynamic, the straight child in a gay home is not going to learn what he needs to know when it comes to attracting a mate and what he needs to know about becoming a man, unless one of those two gay men is indeed masculine or is indeed in control and is indeed a leader. That's the only way. Because if they're two effeminate men, he's not going to learn what it means to be masculine to attract women. That's all I'm saying. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I guess hopefully now, women, single parents, or ladies will understand just how important a father is. So this video kind of tags on to what Terry Crews was saying, because I agree with him wholeheartedly on that issue too. But yeah, so with that being said, I certainly hope you guys enjoyed today's video, man. And if you ever hear any feminist or any single parent talk about how they don't need a dad or they don't need a man in the house, show them this video. It hopefully will open their eyes. Now with that being said, I certainly hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, man, go ahead and click the like button. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. Comment in the comment box below, and as always, have a great day. I'll see you cool cats soon. Adios.